This week on TORC Unleashed, the fastest off-road racers head out west to PRIMM, Nevada for the last stop of the Traxxas Off-Road Championship. 3 new champions will be crowned, but who will it be? Then, the Pro 2s and Pro 4s gear up for one last slugfest that is the Rick Huseman Cup. Can last year's Cup winner Ricky Johnson repeat with another victory here at PRIMM? Or does Kyle LeDuc have other plans? We'll find out in the series finale of TORC Unleashed.
Hey there, race fans. I'm Kelly Snyder, and welcome to the season finale of TORC Unleashed. We're here in PRIMM, Nevada, just outside the glitz and glamour of Las Vegas for the 2013 Traxxas Off-Road Championship Series. With 2 days of racing left, a handful of pro drivers are on the verge of capturing the overall championship. Who will it be? We're about to find out in the Pro Light class.
We're in PRIMM Valley, running some short course trucks.
This is nothing really like any other track we've been to. This is a blast to be out here at PRIMM.
Here we got big, long straightaways into a sweeper, into another long straightaway. So there's definitely a little bit more high speed here.
Oh, this season's been awesome for me. I've had a little more luck on my side this season than last season, and right now we're leading the points going into the final round, so hopefully luck continues on our side.
And we've been leading the points all year. And I mean, we dropped down like 1 or 2 points for one race, and then we're all the way up to like 20 some points. So we're 3 back now after Crandon's episode.
Me and CJ have been battling all year. We knew that it was going to come down to this.
Him and I have been going at it race after race after race, and we always run each other clean. Even if we're the faster person in the back and can't find a way around, we're not going to push the issue.
I think I've become a better driver because of CJ and all of our competitors. You know, everybody just stepped up their game, and it makes you have to step up your game.
There's definitely some other faster drivers out there, but I think we both need each other to keep the pace there. So we're just going to go out and race and make the best man win.
Friday, day 1, the Traxxas Off-Road Championship Series. The pro lights roll onto the track. All eyes are on 2 drivers, current points leader Keegan Kincaid and second in points, CJ Greaves. A season of battling for the championship will end here today. As the green flag flies, Jared Brooks grabs the early lead with Rafael Navarro close in second and Keegan Kincaid in third. CJ Greaves struggles back in 6th. Brooks begins to distance himself from the pack. Kincaid pushes by Navarro and moves into second. Kincaid spins out, allowing Navarro to regain second. Then suddenly, Greaves suffers mechanical issues, forcing the driver out of the race. This turn of events gives Kincaid all the points he needs to wrap up the series championship. Back to the race. Kincaid, now in 8th, struggles to keep up with race leader Brooks and the rest of the pack. Meanwhile, Sheldon Creed and Kyle Hart go bar to bar for second. Creed inches by and moves into second place. Kincaid and last year's champion Brad Lovell continue struggling in the mid-pack. Back up front, Brooks continues to lead the pack, but an eager Creed inches closer and closer to the race leader. Creed refuses to let go. The 2 go side by side. This time, Creed screams by Brooks and into first. Farther back, Kincaid and Doug Mittag battle it out for 7th place. Mittag crashes, allowing Kincaid to move into 7th. Up front, Creed continues distancing himself from Brooks and Bradley Morris. 4th place Kyle Hart surges back and passes Morris for 3rd. At the checkered flag, Sheldon Creed takes the win, followed by Jarrett Brooks in second and Kyle Hart in third. As for Keegan Kincaid, a 7th place finish is all the Crandon, Wisconsin native needs to clinch the 2013 Traxxas Off-Road Pro Light Championship.
I'd like to be fighting for the win up here, but I knew what I had to do, and I just tried staying clean. There was carnage everywhere, trying to avoid everything, and we ended up getting championship this year, and couldn't be happier. I don't know what to say. Thank my whole crew, my sponsors. It's a whole team effort, and we couldn't do it without them.
TORC Unleashed is brought to you by Amsoil, Cooper Tires, and by Oakley.
Hey, I'm Kelly Snyder, and welcome back to TORC Unleashed. Well, the road to winning a championship is a long and turbulent one. The road to winning back-to-back championships is even harder. What about a three-peat? Well, Pro 2 driver and local Las Vegas native Bryce Menzies is going for just that. Do you think he can pull it off and rise above the competition? We're about to see.
The course, it's real technical in some spots, real high speed. It's going to be really slippery. I think it's going to go blue groove. Blue groove kind of is, where the track gets really, really hard, so hard that the tires actually leave a little bit of rubber on the track, which kind of turns into asphalt. It's real slippery, real hard to drive on. So, it makes it more technical, but it also makes it fun at the same time. Yeah, coming into this weekend, we got a pretty good gap on the points. We're first in points right now, about 40 ahead or something like that coming into this weekend. So, we're still going to charge hard. We're still going to fight as hard as we can. We want to get 2 wins out of this weekend and then hopefully clinch our 3rd championship in a row.
Saturday, day 2, the Pro 2 class. 2-time champion Bryce Menzies enters the track of PRIMM, Nevada for a shot at a 3rd consecutive championship title. At the beginning of the race, Steve Barlow and Jesse Jones battle it out for the top spot. Bryce Menzies falls back into 3rd. Suddenly, Jones gets tangled up in the outside berm, allowing Menzies to slip by Jones and Barlow to the front of the pack. CJ Greaves moves past Barlow into 3rd. Menzies stretches out his lead. Jones in 2nd struggles to keep up. Greaves moves inside Jones and lands into 2nd. Greaves begins stalking Menzies around every turn. During the restart, Menzies and Greaves continue leading the pack. Barlow passes Jones and moves into 3rd. As the race continues, McCachran inches by Barlow and slips into 3rd. Back up front, the battle for 1st continues with Menzies and Greaves. 3 laps remain. Menzies pushes forward, but Greaves stalks his every move, with an eager McCachran slowly closing in on the 2. Greaves and Menzies go bar to bar in the backstretch. Menzies inches by Greaves. But a few seconds later, Greaves goes inside and moves into the lead. At the finish line, CJ Greaves takes the win, followed by Bryce Menzies in 2nd and Rob McCachran in 3rd. As the season points are tallied up, Bryce Menzies pulls off the impossible. 3 back-to-back championships in the Pro 2 class.
We would have liked to come away with a win, but CJ was just fast. He got out front, and I messed up in 1, kind of pushed wide, and he took it from there. It feels really good, to win 3 championships in a row is an amazing accomplishment for our team and everybody. Hopefully we have something for the Cup race, and we win it for Rick. Woo!
Hey, I'm Kelly Snyder, and welcome back to TORC Unleashed. With 2 champions crowned so far here in PRIMM, Nevada, there's only 1 championship up for grabs. Who's going to take the prestigious Pro 4 championship here in 2013? We're about to find out.
Well, you know, I haven't raced Pro 4 since 2001, so when I got back into Pro 4 racing against Johnny and Ricky, I kind of have to learn their driving styles again and start to try to figure out, you know, really how to pass them. And then because I haven't drove a Pro 4 for so long, the same thing there, I got to learn how to drive it to be able to pass them. So we're trying to get it tuned as best we can and hopefully get it in the winner's circle.
Saturday, day 2. The Pro 4s roll onto the track. Another two-time champion, Ricky Johnson, prepares to defend his title against an onslaught of drivers. His greatest threat comes in the form of number 22, Monster Energy driver Johnny Greaves. As the green flag flies, Mark Jenkins grabs the early lead, followed by Adrian Cheney, Rob McCachran, and Johnny Greaves. Jenkins and Cheney go bar to bar. Cheney inches by and is now the race leader. McCachran moves inside, challenging Jenkins. Cheney stretches out his lead. McCachran moves inside on Jenkins and jumps into second. McCachran begins to reel in Cheney. Meanwhile, Greaves roars around every corner, putting the pressure on Jenkins for third. On the side of the track, Ricky Johnson watches as the race continues. Mechanical issues force the two-time champion off the track. This incident may very well cost him the overall Pro 4 championship. Lap 6, Cheney continues leading the pack with McCachran, Jenkins, and Greaves close behind. Greaves goes inside on Jenkins and moves into third. Back up front, Cheney and McCachran continue battling for first. Cheney goes wide. McCachran takes the inside and passes Cheney for the lead. Cheney struggles to keep up with a hungry Greaves nipping at his heels. Mechanical issues begin to plague Cheney. The second-place driver pulls off the track, allowing Greaves to move into second. As McCachran leads the pack, second-place driver Greaves narrows the gap between them, with Mark Jenkins in third. At the restart, Greaves and McCachran go door-to-door on the backstretch of the track. Mark Jenkins spins out, allowing Scott Douglas and Mike Jenkins to duke it out for third. Douglas pushes by Jenkins and moves into third. Up front, McCachran continues leading the pack, with Greaves hot in his tail. 2 laps to go. Greaves closes in on McCachran's lead. 1 lap to go. A flat tire on McCachran's truck slows him down. McCachran pushes his truck to the limit as Greaves nears him. Greaves passes him for the lead. But a fast Douglas surges ahead, now threatening McCachran's second-place position. Douglas soars past McCachran for second. As the checkered flag flies, Johnny Greaves takes the win. Followed by Scott Douglas in second and Rob McCachran in third. As the season points are tallied up, Johnny Greaves captures the Traxxas Off-Road Pro 4 Championship.
You know, I remember coming back here in the core days and battling for championships here then, and we had some great races, and you know, once again, this place never ceases to amaze you. It puts on a great race. The track's just got some cool flavor. It flows good, and love to end it here. So on to Vegas for some party.
Welcome back to TORC Unleashed. I'm Kelly Snyder. Well, before we wrap up here in PRIMM, Nevada, I have one special treat for you. That's 2 epic races that are sure to knock your socks off here at the end of the 2013 season. Let's check it out.
We're fortunate enough to be here racing the Rick Huseman Cup race, and we'd really love for him to be here. Watching him race is unbelievable. He threw it out there all the time. He never thought about being conservative at all.
Rick would just drive it on the edge. I mean, not just on the edge, he'd let his toes hang over the edge and hang 1 foot over the edge.
Whether we win or not, we're out here for Rick and Jeff, and just to know that we're racing for them and they're looking down on us is amazing.
Finally, the race everyone's been waiting for is here. The Rick Huseman Cup. A victory here gives the winner the bragging rights to the most celebrated cup race in off-road racing history. The rules are simple. Pro 2s and Pro 4s line up ready to battle against each other. The Pro 2s head out first. Then, 12 seconds later, the Pro 4s are unleashed onto the track. At the beginning of the race, Pro 2 drivers Stephen Barlow and Bryce Menzies move out front. Menzies inches by Barlow and takes the lead. As the Pro 2s continue racing, the Pro 4s are released onto the track. Pro 4 drivers Ricky Johnson, Kyle LeDuc, and Johnny Greaves jump out ahead of the pack. Up front, Pro 2 driver Bryce Menzies continues leading the race. An epic game of cat and mouse unfolds on the track. With every passing second, the Pro 4s inch closer and closer to the Pro 2s. Pro 2 driver CJ Greaves launches into third and challenges Barlow for second. Greaves moves into second. Farther back, the Pro 4s have reached the Pro 2s. Pro 4 runners Johnson and LeDuc will now have to navigate through the pack. Second place CJ Greaves will now have to contend with another Pro 2 in the form of Rob McCachran. Pro 4 Ricky Johnson passes Barlow and is now in 4th place with LeDuc hot on his trail. Pro 2 McCachran fights off the Pro 4s as they near him. Out of nowhere, LeDuc moves past Johnson and McCachran, now into third. McCachran fights off Johnson to stay alive in the race. Johnson roars by and is now in 4th. Second place and Pro 2 driver CJ Greaves now contends with LeDuc and Johnson. Greaves blocks the Pro 4s with each turn. Finally, LeDuc moves to the inside and passes Greaves for second. Moments later, Johnson moves by Greaves and into third place. Up front, race leader and Pro 2 driver Bryce Menzies readies himself for the wave of Pro 4s that approach him. LeDuc starts to get dangerously close to the race leader. Menzies tries to shake LeDuc, but the Pro 4 advantages in the corner only shortens Menzies' lead. Menzies and LeDuc go bar to bar. LeDuc inches ahead and is now the new race leader. Second place Menzies will have to worry about another competitor, his teammate and Pro 4 driver, Ricky Johnson. As LeDuc leads the pack, Johnson moves past teammate Menzies and into second. Several of the drivers watch from the sidelines as the epic battle unfolds on the track. 1 lap to go. Johnson continues trailing in second. LeDuc leads Johnson by a few car lengths. Johnson refuses to let up. 2 of the greatest Pro 4 drivers battle it out with half a lap left to go. Johnson goes inside in the backstretch and is door-to-door with LeDuc. Johnson inches by LeDuc as they reach the final turn. At the checkered flag, Ricky Johnson wins the Rick Huseman Cup, followed by Kyle LeDuc in second and Bryce Menzies in third.
Kyle LeDuc was flying today, and he got by me clean, and I made a couple of mistakes, swapped through the whoops and stuff like that, and he was really clean through traffic, but I was able to reel him back in at the end. You know, we had a tough day. You know, we didn't get to go out in the points race, but it ended with an awesome finish.
Well, that about wraps it up for us here at PRIMM and the 2013 Traxxas TORC Championship Series. I want to thank everyone for watching and for another fantastic season. I'm Kelly Snyder, and I'll see you next season on TORC Unleashed.